Hello everyone and welcome to another video. This time we're going to be looking at Rushden and Diamonds. And Rushden and Diamonds was formed on the 21st of April 1922 by a merger of Rushden Town and Islington Borough Diamonds. The move was the brainchild of Max Riggs. On the 27th of August 1992, Ollie Cairns scored the first goal in the club's history against Bilston Town in the Southern League Midland Division. The club's first few seasons were remarkable for the success the team enjoyed, finishing third in the Southern League Midland Division in their inaugural season. The following year they won the division, winning promotion to the Southern League Premier Division, and 2 years later Diamonds were again promoted as champions. The team had gained promotion to the Football Conference after just 4 years as a club. After their rapid rise to the top tier of non-league football, the club then spent 5 seasons attempting to reach the Football League, finishing 12th in the 1996-97 season, and then 4th and 2nd in the Football Conference before they finally won promotion to the Football League as champions in 2001. It was within this period that the club achieved their best success in the FA Cup, getting to the third round twice. In 1998-99, the Diamonds held Leeds United to a famous 0-0 draw at Nina Park. Please forgive me if I pronounce that wrong, ahead of a record crowd of 6,431. After taking a shock early lead at Ellen Road in the replay, they went on to lose 3-1. In the following campaign, the club were rewarded with a third round draw away to Sheffield United, and the Diamonds secured a 1-1 draw at Bramall Lane to force a replay. In return fixture, the match went to penalties following a 1-1 deadlock after extra time. In the shootout, however, it was the Blades who finally edged the Diamonds out 6-3 to go through. In their first season in new surroundings, the Diamonds reached a Division 3 playoff final. After overcoming Rochdale 4-3 on aggregate over the two-legged semi-final, the club lost to Cheltenham Town in the final 3-1 at the Millennium Stadium. In 2003, they won the division, pipping Hartlepool United to the Division 3 Championship on the last day of the season, their third promotion league title in 8 seasons. The 2003-2004 season in Division 2 proved to be one of difficulty for Rushden and Diamonds. Despite a promising early start, a run of bad results over the winter period saw the club slip down the table, and in March 2004, Brian Talbot left the club after 7 years as manager. The transfer window saw star players Paul Underwood, Andy Lowe, Paul Hall and Marcus Bignot all depart as off-the-pitch problems mounted, and the club severely struggled for the remainder of the season. Barry Hunter took over as caretaker player manager, but they were relegated in 22nd place after losing their last 3 games of the season. Ernie Tippett was confirmed as permanent manager for the start of the 2004-2005 season. However, after a dismal run of results which saw the team media predicted as promotion contenders fall to 22nd place in League 2, he was sacked and replaced by Barry Hunter. He was later appointed full-time manager. The club staved off relegation. The following season, after a summer in which Max Griggs handed the club over to the Supporters Trust, the club continued to struggle, and on the 29th of April, Rushden were relegated back to the Football Conference after a 2-0 away defeat at Boston United. Hunter's contract was not renewed over the summer. The seasons following the Diamonds' return to the Football Conference were marred by instability on and off the pitch. Keith Cousins took over the club in November 2006 and resigned in 2011. It was replaced by Liam Beeson and Gary Calder, the latter of whom himself quit the club just weeks after taking over. Meanwhile, 5 managers, Paul Hart, Tony Godden, Graham Wesley, Graham Hill and Rushden and Edinburgh took control of the club at different times. During their first 3 seasons back in England's 5th Division, the Diamonds failed to finish in the top 10. By the end of the 2008-2009 season, the average attendance was less than 50% of what it had been during their last season in the Football League. The sole highlight of these 3 years was reaching a Conference Cup final against Aldershot Town in 2007. With the scores level at 3-3 after extra time, the Diamonds lost 4-3 on penalties. However, the Diamonds' fortunes changed after the resignation of Gary Hill in February 2009 and the subsequent appointment of Rushden Edinburgh as manager, initially as caretaker, but then full-time. During his first full season in charge, he had led the club to the Football Conference playoffs as a result of finishing in 4th place, their first top 10 finish since 2003. The team eventually succumbed to a 3-0 aggregate defeat to the hands of eventful playoff winners Oxford United. The Diamonds also progressed to the second round of the FA Cup, having beaten Workington and Hinckley United before being knocked out by Brighton and Hove Albion at the Whitdean Stadium. The Diamonds struggled to replicate their success the following season. During the summer and throughout the same season, some of the most influential players of the previous campaign left Nina Park, including Lee Tomlin, Mark Byrne, Jamie Stewart, Andrew Lawton and Paul Terry. Because of these losses, the Diamonds struggled to make a serious playoff push, and by mid-April they were 10th in the table, some 13 points off a promotion spot. Disappointing runs in the FA Cup, FA Trophy and Hiller Cup did little to consolidate the campaign. Off-pitch events, however, defined the season. Any footballing disappointments were overshadowed by the death of first team and England C National Football Team 2010 Player of the Year goalkeeper Dale Roberts on the 14th of December 2010. Meanwhile, Chairman Keith Cousins resigned and was replaced by Gary Calder and Liam Beesant. Little over a month later, Vice Chairman Helen Thompson resigned from her position also, while in March, just 3 months after taking charge, Calder himself quit the club. As the season drew to an end, it was revealed that the club was under a transfer embargo and that only the intervention of the PFA prevented the Diamonds players refusing to play a game against Mansfield Town in March due to unpaid wages. Early in the season, the club had also become involved with a very public row with ex-player Leon Knight, who took to Twitter to air his grievances against the club. To end this story, the club were expelled from the Conference National on the 11th of June 2001 because their unstable financial position meant they could not guarantee being able to compete all their fixtures in the 2011-2012 season. The club faced a winding up petition lodged by Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs in the week commencing the 13th of June 2011. With reported debts of £750,000. An application in July to enter the Southern Football League was unsuccessful and the club entered administration on the 7th of July 2011. Fans immediately announced their desire to create a new fan-owned club called AFC Rushden and Diamonds that would field a senior side in 2012. The club started in the United Counties League Division 1. And there we end the video on Rushden and Diamonds, a pretty sad story, to be quite honest. A club that began with so much promise, basically collapsed dramatically through crappy management, unfortunately. So there you have it. Anyway, there's the end of another video. I'd like to thank everybody who's liked, shared, subscribed and clicked on the notifications. Please remember, subscription is free. You're not forced to do it. Basically all it does is it just notifies you when I post another video. So entirely up to you whether you do it, but the main thing is you watch the videos, like, share and obviously click on the notifications. So until the next video, take care of yourselves and goodbye.